Hi everyone, this is Knowledge Jason and again welcome back to my YouTube channel Basic Speech Practice and Knowledge Listening. So I'm extremely sorry that I was unable to make a video on the last month as I was busy with my first term examinations. From today I'll be starting a new and an entirely different topic called cell biology or cytology. This topic is a major topic for the NEET examination of the National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test, and it could be an extremely useful topic in our day-to-day lives. Cytology or cell biology can be defined as the branch of biology which is also a branch of science that studies or deals with the different structures and the functions of the fundamental unit of life called a cell in simple words. The very earliest phase of cytology starts with an English scientist named Robert Hooke's microscopic investigations of cork in the year 1665. He noticed the dead cork cells and he introduced the name cell to describe those. In the 19th century, two Germans, namely Theodor Schwann and Matthias Sleeden, were the first among to clearly state that cells are the fundamental particles of both animals and plants. The cell theory in particular has been amply verified and expanded by a number of observations and interpretations. In 1892, a German embryologist named Oskar Hertwig suggested that organismic processes are the reflections of cellular processes. He therefore established cytology as a separate branch of the biology subject. Research into the chromosome's activities led to the cytogenetic founding in the years 1902 to 1904 when the American geneticist named Walter Sutton and the German zoologist named Theodor Boveri has demonstrated the connection between heredity and cell division. A few modern cytologists have adopted several methods of chemistry and physics to investigate cellular events. There exist two fundamental classifications of cells. They are prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells are simpler and much smaller than eukaryotic cells. They do not have a nucleus. Instead, their genetic material is located in a region called nucleoid. Prokaryotic cells possesses various structures. They are cell walls, plasma membrane, cytoplasm, ribosomes, nucleoid, and flagella. Cell walls are responsible for providing shape and protection. Plasma membrane is responsible for regulating the movement of the substances in and out of the cell. Hence, plasma membrane is also known as the selectively permeable membrane of the cell. Cytoplasm is a gel-like substance where cellular processes occur. Ribosomes are the site of protein synthesis, hence, they are the protein factories of the cell. Nucleoid contains the cell's genetic material called DNA or deoxyribonucleic acid and the flagella, often named as flagellum or singular form, as the singular form helps in cell movement. Flagella is a thin hair-like substance that is present in the outer surface of a cell that helps in the movement of the cell. Eukaryotic cells are complex and contain numerous organelles that perform specific functions. They have a proper and a distinct nucleus with proper functions that contains the cell's DNA and controls cellular activities. The eukaryotic cells are complex and contains various complex structures. They are mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, peroxisomes, cytoskeleton, and chloroplasts. The mitochondria is also known as the powerhouse of the cell. It is responsible for generating ATP, which is also known as adenosine triphosphate through cellular respiration. Endoplasmic reticulum, or ER in short, contains two types. The first is rough endoplasmic reticulum and the second is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. The rough endoplasmic reticulum is responsible for synthesizing proteins, while the smooth endoplasmic reticulum is mainly responsible for synthesizing lipids and it detoxifies toxins. Golgi apparatus is mainly responsible for modifying, sorting, and packaging proteins and lipids for the secretion or delivery to other organelles. Lysosomes, on the other hand, contains enzymes for digestion and waste processing. When a single part of the cell or a tiny part of a cell gets ruptured or damaged, then because of lysosomes, the cell gets completely collapsed. Hence, lysosomes are often termed as the suicidal bags of the cell. Peroxisomes is responsible for breaking down the fatty acids and detoxifies harmful substances. Cytoskeleton provides structural support and facilitates cell movement. Chloroplasts are mainly plastids that are present only in plant cells. They are mainly responsible for the process called photosynthesis. The cell membrane is a semi-permeable barrier that separates the cell's interior environment from the external environment. The cell membrane is composed of a phospholipid bilayer with embedded proteins, carbohydrates, and cholesterol. The proteins of the cell membrane serve as a channel, receptors, and enzymes. There are mainly two types of transport mechanisms in a cell membrane. They are active transport and passive transport. In passive transport, the movement of substances without energy input is occurred. The sub-processes that occurs in passive transport are diffusion, osmosis, and facilitated diffusion. Diffusion is the movement of particles from higher concentration to a lower concentration, while osmosis is the diffusion of water through a semi-permeable membrane. Facilitated diffusion is the movement through protein channels. So now let's come on to active transport, where active transport is a type of transport that requires energy or adenosine triphosphate or ATP to move substances against their concentration gradient. The sub-processes of active transport are pumps, endocytosis, and exocytosis. Pumps is the protein complexes that move iron. Endocytosis is a process in which intakes of large is a process through which intake of large particles or fluids take place. So now, finally, let's come on to the cell cycle and division. Actually, the cell cycle is a series of events that lead to cell growth and division. The phases of cell cycle includes interphase and mitotic phase. The interphase includes cell growth, DNA synthesis, and preparation for mitosis. The mitotic phase includes the division of nucleus and the cytoplasm, which is also known as cytokinesis. There are two types of cell divisions in a cell. They are mitosis and meiosis. Meiosis is a specialized form of cell division that reduces the chromosomes number by half, creating 4 haploid cells, while mitosis is a form of cell division that creates 2 haploid cells. but the chromosomes remains the same. So now, as conclusion, I would like to say that cell biology is a dynamic and essential field that continues to provide insights into the fundamental mechanisms of life. As a result, progresses it holds the promise of revolutionizing medicine, agriculture, and biotechnology. These were the informations I plan to talk about in today's informative speech on biology or cell biology. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my speech, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And remember to turn on the bell icon to receive the latest speeches. And also don't forget to share this video to your friends and family members, as this video will be extremely useful for you in your future. Once again, thank you so much all of you for watching.